My name's Juliette. I started Juliette Muir in 2012. I was actually a makeup artist, and I was doing photo shoots and fabricating pieces for styling, and I ended up just kind of starting to make jewelry, and I ended up loving that more than the actual makeup that I was doing. So I took a lost wax class in Santa Monica, and I fell in love with it. Started working with my teacher as his apprentice, and I just kept going in the industry from there. And my jewelry's always been like a side hustle for me, but I really want to make it like everything I do. I love creating, I love sculpting. So when I'm designing or thinking of a piece and how it kind of comes to life, usually it starts in nature. I'm really inspired by nature. That's where Muir comes from, actually. The last name, John Muir, the explorer, is in my family line, and I feel like that's kind of in my blood, so to speak. Whenever I go out there, I just feel like my mind is stilled and I'm able to think more clearly, and things kind of just come in visually, shapes, feelings. So usually when I create a piece, it's coming from a deeper place, a more place of healing, or just being inspired by beautiful things in nature that still my mind. So that's pretty much where the core of it comes from. But other things like fashion and film and photography, other art really inspires me as well. So I feel like there's other things that kind of piece their way in, and I make vision boards around maybe that day that I had a hike that inspired me, or just went on an adventure that inspired me, and then other kind of like things from outside that as well kind of get pieced together with each piece as well. Everything I do in art and outside of art is being aware of my footprint with everything. So I don't think I'd be able to do this without being aware and conscious of that. So I've taken a long time to create this line, also because of cost and how I decided to do it. I'm not, sending things out to places that I don't know what's happening there. I decided to be really conscious about who I work with. So I work with a small business in New York who only use recycled materials, and I've also sourced stones. That part's difficult, but working on really making everything sustainable. So the stones in my newest pieces are all sustainable as well, using practices that are also protecting the people that work there as well. So I make sure that I'm just doing my part, I guess, and it might take a little longer for me to make this happen doing it that way, but I just don't think I can do it any other way with my values personally. I wouldn't feel right about it. So my pieces do have a price tag that, like, if you look for the same thing, well, you can't really find the same thing, but like, for example, my stackers, like, you can go online, you can find something like this, of course, that is mass produced and might not have those values intertwined in them, but when you're buying a piece of mine, you're supporting that those are maybe your values too, or you want to kind of go more towards that, maybe own less things that mean more to you and come from someone like me that I put a lot of my heart and soul and blood, sweat, and tears into. So next up for me is working with a whole new collection, and it's really inspired by seeing every side of yourself and accepting it and embracing it, kind of what transformation and growth looks like for you. So I'm really excited to release that, and also talking about actually teaching classes for lost wax, which is my process with making jewelry. It's an ancient practice. It's been done for a very long time, so I'm really excited to kind of show people how I learned to make jewelry and see what they create, because I think that for me that would be maybe even more fun than me creating jewelry myself. So I'm really excited to possibly unleash that here at Akin this year, and work on this this new collection that is kind of just inspired by my journey a little bit more. Being here at Akin and being able to have my things in this space means a lot to me. Moving here and not really knowing a lot of people in the community, it's kind of given me a space to move outside of just doing things on my own, because I do have an inclination to be super isolated when I do create, but it's kind of given me the inspiration to maybe do things a little bit differently for myself, and be more out in the community when I do things, and hear other people's stories is really inspiring to my process, and knowing that it's something we all kind of like are doing the same thing, and you're not alone in the creative process and like everything it takes to try to do that and get to where you want to be with it. This one has moonstones. This one I call Double Vision. This was actually after a little adventure I went on in Lake Tahoe, and I went on a hike, and there were just a lot of like fallen trees and movement that I saw that really inspired me. So I took some pictures, and I went home and put on music and just like had a glass of wine and started to drip wax, and this is what came out, and it made me really happy to create it. So I do this one also with opal and yellow gold, so that'll be here this month as well to check out.